My friends set me up on a joke date with a single mom, but no one was ready for my reaction. I never thought the cruelest joke my friends would ever play on me would become the best thing that ever happened to my life. It started on a Friday evening. My friends had been teasing me for months because I was still single. Every weekend they tried to convince me to download dating apps or go to speed dating events. Every weekend I came up with another excuse. Then one afternoon, my best friend Tyler walked into my apartment with a huge grin. "I found someone for you," he announced. I laughed. "No thanks. You haven't even heard me out." "I don't need to." He exchanged a look with the others, and suddenly everyone started smiling in that suspicious way friends do when they're hiding something. "Just one dinner," Tyler said. "If it goes badly, we'll never bring it up again." Against my better judgment, I agreed. The restaurant they picked wasn't fancy, but it was cozy. I arrived 10 minutes early and waited nervously. When the door opened, I looked up. A woman walked inside holding the hand of a little girl who couldn't have been older than 6. The woman smiled politely. "Are you Ethan?" "I am." "I'm Rachel." Before I could answer, the little girl waved enthusiastically. "Hi, I'm Lily." I smiled back automatically. Then my phone buzzed. It was a message from Tyler. "We signed you up with a single mom. Try not to run away." Another message followed from someone else. "Let's see how long you last." Then another. "This is going to be hilarious." I stared at the screen. It wasn't the date they thought was funny. It was Rachel. They weren't laughing because she wasn't attractive. She was beautiful. They were laughing because she was raising a child alone. My stomach turned. I quickly locked my phone before Rachel noticed. "Everything okay?" she asked. I forced a smile. "Yeah, work." We sat down. For the first few minutes the conversation was awkward. Lily colored quietly with crayons, while Rachel apologized. "My babysitter canceled at the last minute." "You don't have to apologize. I almost canceled." "I'm glad you didn't." She looked surprised. As dinner continued, I noticed something. Rachel never complained. Not once. She worked as a nurse. She volunteered on weekends. She somehow still found time to read bedtime stories every night. Meanwhile, Lily kept showing me drawings she'd made. One was a dinosaur. Another was a rainbow. Then she handed me a picture of 3 stick figures holding hands. "That's Mommy," she said proudly. "And that's me." She pointed to the third figure. I didn't know who to draw there. Rachel looked embarrassed. "Lily," she started. "It's okay," I said softly. I smiled at the little girl. "That's a really good drawing." For just a second, Rachel's eyes filled with emotion. Then she quickly looked away. Dinner ended much faster than I expected. Outside the restaurant, Rachel sighed. "Thank you." "For what?" "For not making tonight awkward." I frowned. "What do you mean?" She hesitated. "I've been on dates where men found out I had a daughter. And they left before the food even arrived." I didn't know what to say. Some people really did that? Before I could answer, Tyler and 3 of my friends suddenly walked around the corner laughing. "There he is. How'd the charity date go? Still alive?" Rachel's smile disappeared instantly. She understood. This had been planned. Lily looked confused. "Mommy, who are they?" I felt something snap inside me. I turned toward my friends. "You think this is funny?" Tyler shrugged. "Relax." "No. You set up a joke. It was just for laughs." I looked straight at him. "The joke isn't Rachel." They stopped smiling. "The joke is that you think being a single mother makes someone less worthy of respect." Complete silence. Rachel gently squeezed Lily's hand. "We should go." I shook my head. "No." I turned back to my friends. "You owe them an apology." Tyler laughed nervously. "Seriously?" "Very seriously." No one spoke. People leaving the restaurant had started watching. Finally Tyler muttered, "Sorry." Rachel nodded politely. "Thank you." Then she looked at me. "You didn't have to do that." "Yes," I replied. "I really did." As they walked away, Lily suddenly ran back toward me. She hugged my leg for 2 seconds. "Bye, Ethan." Then she ran back to her mom. I stood there smiling while my friends looked more uncomfortable than I'd ever seen them. Tyler finally broke the silence. "You're actually mad." I looked at every one of them. "I'm disappointed." That was the last thing I said before walking away. No idea that this wasn't the end of the story. It was only the beginning. 3 days later, I received a message from an unknown number. "Hi, this is Rachel. Lily wanted to know if you'd like to come see her soccer game this Saturday. No pressure. She just hasn't stopped talking about you. If you'd like,